Hello all, this is M. Sandeep Kumar and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel Concepts of IIT Maths. So in our previous video, we have discussed about trigonometric ratios of allied angles. What is tan of 180 minus theta, sin of 180 plus theta, cot of 270 minus theta, so and then cos of minus theta, like this. We have already discussed it in our previous video, and this video is the continuation of the previous video, of course. So here we will have some examples. We will have some problems. We will see how to find sine 225 degrees or cos 225 degrees, whatever. Then angles, I mean trigonometric ratios of allied angles, like this. Okay. For example, cos 135 degrees, tan 120 degrees, cot 210 degrees, secant 420 degrees, cosecant 315 degrees, sine of minus 7 pi by 3, cos 8 pi, tan 1110 degrees, etc. So here we will be finding the trigonometric ratios of allied angles with proper examples. At the end of this video, everyone will have a perfect clarity of how to find the values of these kind of trigonometric ratios. It's a very important video, so watch the video until the end carefully and be perfect in this particular topic. Okay, so let us start. Let us see how to find trigonometric ratios of allied angles. See, let us see how to find sine of 225 degrees. Dear students, 225 degrees can be converted into allied angle of 180 plus theta or 270 minus theta. You can either convert it into 180 plus theta or 270 minus theta. So let me write it as 180 plus how much? 180 plus how much is 225 degrees? 45 degrees. So now 180 plus theta, this is 180 degrees, plus means we will go front, minus means we will go back. So 180 plus means we are in third quadrant, correct or not? So 180 plus theta is an angle in third quadrant. In third quadrant, which trigonometric ratios are positive? As we have discussed, all silver T cups. So T means tan theta and cot theta are positive in third quadrant. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative in third quadrant. So in third quadrant, sine will be negative. Next, you have to ask whether you will write sine or will you write cos. So 180 degrees is 2 times 90. 2 times means even multiple. So 2 times 90 means even multiple of 90 degrees. Since 180 degrees is even multiple of 90 degrees, sine will remain sine. If it is odd multiple of 90, then sine becomes cos. Keep this in mind. Okay. So 180 degrees is even multiple of 90. Sine remains sine 45 degrees. So this is minus sine 45 degrees is 1 by root 2. Okay. So therefore, dear students, sine 225 degrees is minus 1 by root 2. For practice, you try to find what is cos 225 degrees, tan 225 degrees, and then cot 225 degrees, secant 225 degrees, and cosecant 225 degrees. Okay, na? Okay. So you try to find it. We will go with the next one. And the answer for cos 225 degrees will be minus 1 by root 2 and tan 225 degrees will be 1. You can check it whether you got the answer or not. Okay, the next one. Let us see how to find cos 120 degrees. See, dear students, you can write 120 degrees as 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta. You can write 120 degrees as 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta. Let me write it as 90 plus theta. So 90 plus how much is 120 degrees? 90 plus 30 degrees. Okay, now next, after writing it as 90 plus theta, check in which quadrant is 90 plus theta. This is 90 degrees, plus means we are in second quadrant. So which trigonometric ratios are positive in second quadrant? Silver means sine theta and its reciprocal cosec theta. Correct? Sin theta and its reciprocal cosec theta are positive in second quadrant. Therefore, cos will be negative in second quadrant. So this is how first we will decide the sign. Next, 90. 190 is here. 190 is here means odd multiple of 90 degrees. For odd multiple of 90 degrees, what happens? Cos will become sine. If it is even multiple of 90 degrees, cos will remain cos, but it is odd multiple of 90 degrees, cos will become sine and then 30 degrees. So minus sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. So therefore, dear students, cos 120 degrees is minus 1 by 2. Now you try to find what is sine 120 degrees and tan 120 degrees. Try it now. So I'll write the answers. Okay, na? Exactly within a second I'll write the answers. You try it and then you check whether your answers are correct or not. Sin 120 degrees will be root 3 by 2 and tan 120 degrees will be minus root 3. So I hope you got the answer. Okay. The next one. Tan 135 degrees. Again 135 degrees can be written as 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta. Okay, now because 135 degrees is between 90 and 180 degrees, you can write it as 90 plus theta or 180 minus theta. Let me write it as 180 degrees minus how much? 180 minus how much is 135 degrees? 180 degrees minus 45 degrees is 135 degrees. Now 180 minus theta, this is 180 degrees. 180 minus means we have to go back. 180 plus means we have to come front. Okay, so go back to the second quadrant. So in second quadrant again, sin theta and cosec theta are positive. Therefore tan theta will be negative. And then 180 degrees is a even multiple of 90 degrees. 290 is there. Even multiple of 90 degrees. So tan will remain tan itself. If it is odd multiple of 90, I would have changed tan to cot. But it is even multiple of 90, tan remains tan of 45 degrees. So that is equal to minus 1. So therefore, dear students, tan 135 degrees is equal to minus 1. Similarly, you find what is sin 135 degrees and cos 135 degrees. You find it now and then I'll write the answers. So sin 135 will be equal to 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Cos 135 will be minus 1 by root 2. I hope you got the same answer. Okay. So next one. Fourth one. Cot of 210 degrees. So before continuing, I just want to revise what we discussed in the previous video. What is it? There is n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta. Okay, na? If n is odd, then what happens? Sine will be converted into cos and cos will be converted into sine if n is odd. Okay. Similarly, tan will be converted to cot and cot will be converted to tan. Sec will be converted to cosec and cosec will be converted to sec. And if n is even, no change. If n is even, there is no change. That means sine remains sine, cos remains cos, tan remains tan, cot remains cot, sec remains sec and cosec remains cosec. Already we discussed about this in previous video. So I just reminded you once again. Okay. Now cot 210 degrees. Cot 210 degrees means what here, dear students? Cot of 210 degrees is an angle in third quadrant. It is between 180 degrees and 270 degrees. Now I can write 210 degrees as 180 plus theta or 270 minus theta. Now it's your wish. Okay, I will write it as 180 degrees plus how much? 180 plus how much is 210 degrees? 180 plus 30 degrees. So now 180 plus theta. This is 180 degrees now. 180 plus theta means we are in which quadrant? Third quadrant. 180 plus theta means we are in third quadrant. And in third quadrant, who are positive? Tan theta and cot theta are positive. Correct or not? According to all silver teacups, in third quadrant, tan theta and its reciprocal cot theta are positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. So cot theta is positive plus sine. Next 180 degrees is 290 are. So even multiple of 90 degrees. So cot remains cot. No change. Even multiple of 90 degrees. Okay. Cot 30 degrees. And we all know that cot 30 degrees is root 3. So therefore cot 210 degrees is equal to root 3. Similarly, you can find what is sin 210 degrees and cos 210 degrees and even tan 210 degrees. Okay, and the answer is Sin 2 10 degrees will be minus 1 by 2, cos 2 10 degrees will be minus root 3 by 2, and tan 2 10 degrees will be 1 by root 3. You can check your answers. Okay, next one. So cosecant of 240 degrees, cosecant of 240 degrees can be written as 180 plus 60 degrees or 270 degrees minus 30 degrees. You can write it anyway. I will write it as 270 degrees minus 30 degrees. If you want, you can write it as 180 plus 60 degrees. Okay, either way you can get the answer. Now 270 degrees minus theta. This is 270 degrees, plus means we'll go front to fourth quadrant, but it is minus now. So let us come back to third quadrant. 270 minus theta is a allied angle in third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan theta and cot theta are positive. So therefore cosec theta will be negative. Next, 270 degrees is 390 sir. Odd multiple of 90. Since it is odd multiple of 90, cosec becomes sec. If it is even multiple of 90, cosec would have been cosec only. Okay, now it is odd multiple of 90, cosec becomes sec 30 degrees. So sec 30 degrees is reciprocal of cos 30 degrees. So you will get 2 by root 3 with minus sign. So therefore dear students, cosecant of 240 degrees is equal to minus 2 by root 3. Now you can find what is sin 240 degrees, cos 240 degrees and tan 240 degrees. And the answers are, you can find it, you can pause the video, you can find it and then check the answer. And the answers are on the board. Sin 240 degrees is minus root 3 by 2, cos 240 degrees is minus 1 by 2, tan 240 degrees is root 3. Okay, next. Secant of 300 degrees. I can write 300 degrees as 270 degrees plus 30 or 180 degrees minus 360 degrees minus 60. You can write it as 270 plus theta or 360 degrees minus theta. So let me write it as 270 degrees plus 30 degrees. So 270 plus theta. So this is 270 degrees, plus means go front. We are in fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, who are positive? All silver teacups. So cos theta and its reciprocal sec theta are positive. So cos theta and its reciprocal sec theta are positive. Remaining trigonometric ratios are negative in fourth quadrant. So since it is fourth quadrant angle. Now sec theta is positive in fourth quadrant, so plus sign. Next, 270 degrees is 390 sir. Odd multiple of 90. Since it is odd multiple of 90, secant becomes a cosecant 30 degrees. And cosecant 30 degrees is reciprocal of sin 30 degrees, which is 2. So therefore dear students, sec 300 degrees is equal to 2. Similarly, you can find what is sin 300 degrees, cos 300 degrees and tan 300 degrees. And the answers are, you can pause the video, do it first and then check the answers. Sin 300 degrees minus root 3 by 2, cos 300 degrees 1 by 2, tan 300 degrees minus root 3. Okay, next. Sin 315 degrees. So sin 315 degrees, I can write it as sin of 270 plus 45 degrees or 360 degrees minus 45 degrees. So let me write 315 degrees as 360 degrees minus 45 degrees. Now 360 minus 45 degrees is in which quadrant dear students? This is 360 degrees, minus means come back to fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, as we have discussed, cos theta and its reciprocal sec theta are positive and therefore sin theta will be negative. And 360 degrees is 490 sir, even multiple of 90. So sin remains sin 45 degrees. So minus sin 45 degrees is 1 by root 2. Therefore, dear students, sin 315 degrees is equal to minus 1 by root 2. Similarly, you can find what is cos 315 degrees and tan 315 degrees. Okay, so cos 315 degrees, you will get it as 1 by root 2 and tan 315 degrees will be minus 1. Okay, next. Cos 330 degrees. And how can we write cos 330 degrees? You can write it as 270 plus 60 degrees or 360 degrees minus 30 degrees. I'll write it as 360 minus 30 degrees. If you want, you can write it as 270 degrees plus 60 degrees. Either way, you'll get the same answer. Okay. Now let us come to this quadrants. 360 degrees minus means you have to come back. So we came back to the fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant, cos is clearly positive. Cos and sec theta are positive. Na? Next, 360 degrees is 490 are, and it is even multiple of 90 degrees. Therefore, cos remains cos. 360 degrees is even multiple of 90. 490 is there, even multiple of 90. So cos remains cos 30 degrees. So which is equal to how much, dear students, here? Root 3 by 2. So therefore, cos 330 degrees is equal to root 3 by 2. And similarly, you can find what is sin 330 degrees and tan 330 degrees. And the answers are minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by root 3. Okay. Next. Remember one thing, dear students. We have already discussed that theta, 2 pi plus theta, 4 pi plus theta, 6 pi plus theta, 8 pi plus theta, and so on, 2n pi plus theta. So what are this? These, you can take any two out of these angles. They are coterminal angles. All these angles are coterminal angles. So trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are equal to each other, which means that, for example, sin theta will be equal to sin of 2 pi plus theta, which is equal to sin of 4 pi plus theta, and so on, which is equal to sin of 2n pi plus theta. It is not only for sin, this is true for every trigonometric ratio. Keep this in mind. It is true for every trigonometric ratio. You got it? Okay, na? So now let us continue. Tan of 420 degrees. Tan of 420 degrees means I can write it as tan of 360 degrees plus 60 degrees. So 360 degrees here, plus means we came back to first quadrant. Plus means we came back to first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So this is positive. And 360 degrees is 490s are even multiple of 90. So tan remains tan 60 degrees as it is, and tan 60 degrees is root 3. So therefore, tan 420 degrees is equal to root 3. Similarly, you can find what is sin 420 degrees and cos 420 degrees. And when you do that, what do you get? Sin 420 degrees, you will get root 3 by 2. And for cos 420 degrees, you will get 1 by 2. Okay, now. So next, cosecant of minus 510 degrees. For the first time, we have got an angle, a negative angle inside the cosecant. What is cosecant of minus 510 degrees? Okay, na? So first of all, do you remember that only cos of minus theta is plus cos theta, and secant of minus theta is plus secant theta? Why? Because minus theta is an angle in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, only cos and sec are positive, and the remaining trigonometric ratios are negative, which means that sin of minus theta is minus sin theta, cosecant of minus theta is minus cosecant theta, and then tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, and then cot of minus theta is also minus cot theta. Correct? So because minus theta is a fourth quadrant angle. So let us apply this concept here. What do you get then? Cos of minus 510 degrees is minus cosecant of minus 510 degrees is minus cosecant 510 degrees. Okay, now let us continue. So please listen from here. How to solve this kind of questions? Listen carefully. We can solve it in two ways. In one way, you can write it as what? Minus cosecant of 360 plus how much here? 510 degrees means 360 plus 150 degrees. Okay, now we can write it as 360 degrees plus 150 degrees. Next, we know that 360 plus theta and theta both are coterminal angles. So we can write 360 plus theta as theta itself. So that means minus cosecant 150, and then you can continue solving. This is one method. Okay, what is it? You can write it as what, dear students? We can write it as minus cosecant 150. Again, remember, because Cosecant of 360 plus theta is same as cosecant theta. Coterminal angles, right? So, and then you can continue solving. This is one method. Okay, na? So, what is another method? So, in another method, what I'll do is, in another method, I'll take 510 degrees. Whenever we have larger angles, we will follow this method. Okay, now 510 degrees, let me divide with 90 degrees. And when I divide it with 90 degrees, you'll get 95s are 450 and the remainder will be 60. So we know that dividend 510 degrees is equal to divisor into quotient. That means what? 5 times 90. Divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so I'll write as minus cosecant of 510 degrees means what, dear students? 5 times 90 degrees plus 60 degrees. 5 times 90 degrees plus 60 degrees. Now let us go to our coordinate axis. 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees and so on. Okay, now 5 times 90 means, look here carefully, this is 1 time 90, 2 times 90, 3 times 90, 4 times 90, again 5 times 90. I'm here. 5 times 90 means I'm here. Plus means you have to go front, minus means you have to come back. Keep this in mind. So plus now, let me go front. We are in which quadrant, dear students? Second quadrant. Once again, what is it? 5 times 90. I'm starting from 0 degrees. 1 time 90, 2 times 90, 3 times 90, 4 times 90, 5 times 90. So plus means I'll go front, minus means I'll come back. Since it is plus, I'll go front. We are in second quadrant. In second quadrant, who are positive? Sin theta and cosec theta are positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are positive. So that means what? Cosec theta will be positive. Cosec theta will be positive, plus into minus will be minus. Don't get confused here. Sir, cosec theta will be positive now. So shall I write minus as plus means? No. Cosec theta is positive and plus cosec theta is positive and plus into minus is minus. So keep this in mind. Okay na? Next. 5 times 90 means odd multiple of 90. Odd multiple of 90 means cosec becomes sec. How much? 60 degrees. So minus sec 60 degrees is the reciprocal of cos 60 degrees, which is 2. So therefore, dear students, cosecant of minus 510 degrees is equal to minus 2. Okay, we'll go with the next one. Let us see what is cos of 650 degrees. Cos of 650 degrees, again, since it is a larger angle, let me take 650 degrees and divide it with 90 degrees. So 97s are 630, right? 97s are 630, the remainder here is 30 degrees. So therefore, dividend 650 degrees is equal to divisor into quotient, that means 7 times 90 plus remainder. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So therefore 650 degrees can be written as 7 times 90 plus 30 degrees. So again let us go to the coordinate axis. This is 0 degrees. They told us to go for to take 7 times 90. Okay, so 1 time 90, 2 times 90, then 3 times 90, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. I'm here. So plus means I'll go front, minus means I'll come back. Here we have plus. So plus means go front. We are in fourth quadrant. And in fourth quadrant, dear students, only cos theta and sec theta are positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. So cot will be negative, therefore we will get minus sign. Next, 7 times 90 means odd multiple of 90. Odd multiple of 90 means cot becomes tan 30 degrees. So minus tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3. So therefore, cot 650 degrees will be minus 1 by root 3. Okay, you can try finding what is sin 650 degrees and cos 50 degrees and even tan 650 degrees for practice. Okay, next sin 4 pi. What is sin 4 pi? Very simple. Sin of pi is 180 degrees. 4 into 180 degrees is 720 degrees. And 720 degrees, what is 720 degrees? This is 0 degrees, next 360 degrees, next 720 degrees, and so on. 720 degrees is same as 0 degrees. That means what? 4 pi is same as 0. So 720 degrees is same as 0 degrees because they are coterminal angles. Since 0 degrees and 720 degrees are coterminal angles, I told that trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are same itself. Therefore, sin 0 degrees is 0. Similarly, what is cos 4 pi or cos 6 pi? So 0 degrees, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, and so on, 2n pi. All this are coterminal angles. So cos 6 pi will be same as cos 0 degrees. Cos 0 degrees is 1. So in general, tan 2n pi or cot 2n pi or secant 2n pi, you take any trigonometric ratio, 2n pi can be replaced with 0 degrees. So tan 2n pi can be replaced with 0 degrees because they are coterminal angles and tan 0 is 0. Okay, next. Cos of minus 1110 degrees. So first of all, we know that cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. Cos of minus theta is plus cos theta because minus theta is an angle in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos is positive. So cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. So I can write it as cos of minus 1110 means cos of 1110 as it is. Since it is a larger angle, let me take this larger angle and divide it with 90. Peacefully, 90 tens are is, or okay, 90 ones are 90. So you'll get here 21 as remainder and take 0 down. 210. 93s are right. 93s are no. 92s are 180. So you'll get 30. So therefore, dear students, 1110 is nothing but what? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. That means what? 12 times 90 degrees plus remainder. Okay. So therefore, I'll write 1110 degrees as 12 times 90 degrees plus 30 degrees. Okay. So now 12 times 90. See here, dear students. 4 times 90, I'll come back here. Next, 8 times 90, I'll come back here to 0 degrees. Then again, 12 times 90, I'll come back here. You can check it. So again, we are here. 12 times 90. Plus means we have to go front. So we are in first quadrant. Plus now we will go front. We are in first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So plus. 12 is a even multiple of 90 degrees. 12 is a even multiple of 90 degrees. So cos remains cos. And then 30 degrees. And cos 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. So therefore, dear students, cos of 1110 degrees is root 3 by 2. Similarly, you can find what is sine of 1110 degrees and tan of 1110 degrees. Okay, now. So whenever we have angles more than 360 degrees, so you can divide those angles with 90. Apply the dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Substitute it and solve it. Automatically, you will get the answers. Okay. So for practice, I'll give you some trigonometric ratios of allied angles. You try them. You can solve these trigonometric ratios, dear students, and let us know what are the answers in comment section. Okay. So I hope you have understood this concept, the problems on how to find the trigonometric ratios of allied angles. So if you understand the video, do like the video, share it to your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new to the channel. Okay, and let us know if there is any feedback. Let me know it in the comment section. Thank you. This is M. Sandeep Kumar, and let us meet in next video where we will discuss about the graphs of trigonometric ratios and their domain and their range. Okay, each and every concept is very important, so keep this in mind. Okay, see you all in next video.